So today I'm going to be programming a student record struct, which is like similar to a class, but a struct is much simpler. You don't have like private and public members and stuff like that. And what's the right word for it? We're going to include IO stream, which is our input output stream. Okay, it's going to have our C out basically. Okay, and then our CN, console input and console output IO stream. And hashtag include vector. So vector is going to be what's it called? The vector. The vector is going to be what we're going to be using to store our student variables. I mean our student structs. Okay, our student records basically. Yeah, that's what we're going to be using to store. That's why we put a vector. We put the library called vector. Okay, we're going to use namespace standard library, which is our std, so we don't have to write this in front of every line of code. Okay, we don't have to do this in front of every line of code. So yeah, so let's get with it. So we have a character function, which is we call it letter grade, which is a constant, which specifies that the function is read only. So we can't change any variables in the function here. We can't replace like 90 to 80 or replace 75 to 60 or something like that. We can't do that. The program's going to run however the program was pre-coded to run. Okay. So we have float total, which equals test plus midterm plus final, which is a total grade. And once we have a total grade, we have total is what's it called? Is greater than or equal to 90, you get an A. If total is greater or equal to 75, you get a B. Else if total is greater or equal to 60, you get a C. If total is greater or equal to 50, you get a D. Else you failed the class type shit, which sucks, but it's not too bad if you fail a class. You know what I mean? It doesn't get too bad like that. I mean, it doesn't have to be the end of the world if you fail a class. You know what I mean? But yeah, yeah. But yeah, so the reason we're passing here by reference, by the way, this is called reference, is because like it saves memory and the function can directly access the data at the reference memory address, so no need to copy the whole data, you know what I mean? For example, let's say we're moving data from here to here, we don't have to like copy it here, have like a copy button here, and once it's copied here, then we paste it here. We just go like, you know what I mean? Like it just goes from here to here. So copy. The copy is here, the original is here, and paste and delete the original and delete the copy. It takes more steps like that. But yeah. So the student record K. So enter the student's name, which is k.name, which is calling this object. It's a struct, right? So we're gonna be calling the object, right? .name, which is this. Okay, so it's gonna be k.name, k.test, k.midterm, and don't forget the user interface, which is enter student's name. Just see how enter the student. Don't forget the curly brackets too. You need to do that for what's called strings. And k.test, k.midterm, k.final. Then we're going to do records.pushback. Pushback is a way of what's it called? Inserting what's it called? A variable, okay, into a vector. Okay, then it's gonna put it at the end of the vector, I guess. End of the vector. Let's push back. So I was saying, inserting a variable into a vector at the end of the vector. For example, let's say I have a couple elements here in the vector, it's gonna put it in the end of the vector. So the one is just gonna put it at the end of the vector. So let's just say we have 1, 2, 3, 4. It's gonna come in the 5th place, okay? So it's not gonna ruin the the range by putting 5 in front of 1 or like that. So you get the points get entered at the back of the vector. So it inserts the variable into the back to the end to the so the back of a vector. Okay. So view record. So we're gonna go through the function. Okay, we're gonna go through the vector to see what is in the vector and the elements being turned into the vector, which is our student record. Okay. So we're gonna have our vector. I mean, the reason we put this in between this is like the vector needs to know what type of variable we're putting. And we're putting in a student record variable, which is the struct basically. So that's why it's like in between the what's it called, the two crocodile mouths, I like to call it. But the two what's the right word for it? The two greater than and less than signs. Okay, so yeah, that's the reason why we have a const here, because we're not allowed to change what's going on here at the runtime. So basically, when the function is running and the code is running, nobody could just go in and change. Okay, it's not a vector anymore. It's a string now. It's this now. We can't do that. Okay, so once it's constant, it's constant. Okay, yeah. Same here. Here, like the constant also basically means like the constant means once the variable is selected, it doesn't change, and auto means it auto detects the variable type. For example, the auto right now is going to detect the student as a student record variable. Okay, so yeah, and yeah, x is basically the student variable we're inserting, so a student x basically. That's why we have the semicolon here. It's not a semicolon, but the two dots. I forgot what it was, but yeah. So cout name, student dot name, test grade, student dot test, midterm grade, student dot midterm. The dot is basically calling the struct similar to a class, but we gotta use the dot operator to call from a struct. Basically calling these variables here. So yeah. All right. So in main is let's go straight. So the main function is basically, so you guys understood what's going on here. The main function is string G. We have a vector against student records between two crocodile mouths of records. Yeah. So we have a do while loop here, which is it does something until the what's it called, a certain criteria is met. So the while loop will keep running until G is not what's it called, G is not equal to done. Like once the what's it called, once I press done, basically once I type in done, the do while loop will stop running. Okay, because as long as G is not equal to done, the while loop will keep running basically. And once we're done inserting it, the view record is gonna check out the size of the vector we have, and then it's gonna, like here, the view record is gonna check the size of the vector we have, and once it's done, once it finishes through the vector, it's gonna like it's gonna print out all the student records we have. So I'm just gonna run the program. So let's say the student's name is Splash. Let's say that. It's going 10. Let's say midterm got 30. Final got 40. I'm gonna just say cake. It's like we can enter whatever key just to keep it running. So I'm gonna just say T-Pain. I'm gonna say 10. 20. Cool. I'm gonna say Kanye West, 30. Let's say Kanye West got because the college dropouts. I'm gonna say like 20 or something like that. So, and then the finals grade, I'm gonna like probably give him like another 20 or something like that. So, let's say I'm done with the program. So it prints it out. Let's say we have here Splash is 10. Splash got a B. T-Pain got a B, and okay, I kind of messed up the name, or the name brought 10, but you gotta get the point. I should have done exception handling, but I'm just writing this code as simple as possible for you guys. Now we're gonna get more complicated further down the road, but yeah, you could even hold the person 10. Since last time I forgot that. Now we can put names and numbers together. Now it's like legalized and shit. So I mean, I don't care about legalizing like that to a certain point, but it's freestyle type shit. But the guy got a C, the other guy got a B, and Splash got a B too. So yeah, thank you for watching this, guys. I'll see you guys in the next video.